Okay, politics now. From Saving Private Ryan to Saving Private Rodham. A new book out yesterday claims Hillary Clinton was getting a personality makeover from none other than Hollywood legend Steven Spielberg. And that's not all. Ed Klein is the author of a brand new book. It's called Unlikable, The Problem with Hillary. He joins us live here in our New York studios. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Okay, so the Clintons have known Steven Spielberg for a long time. Bill felt that she just was icy and cold, needed to warm up. They called Steven Spielberg.
Yes, and, you know, Steven Spielberg has been, as you just said, their friend for a long time. When she ran for Senate, she spent days and days at his apartment in Trump Tower. She asked for a private elevator, by the way, and they didn't give it to her in Trump Tower. And they got in touch with Spielberg. He provided acting coaches for her. And she set up a camera in her den in Chappaqua.
Did she want to do this?
She hated the idea. She said, why should I, who get $300,000 a speech, listen to some Hollywood schmucks about how I should do this?
Isn't it in your book that she was so frustrated she did what to the tripod?
Well, after she did this for about a month or two, she just hated it. She took the tripod with the camera and she trashed it on the floor and told her friends, that's the end of my Stanislavski period.
Of course, she wouldn't need these likability lessons if she wasn't plummeting in the polls, and one of the reasons for that is this email scandal. You write in the book that it was actually Valerie Jarrett, the president's chief counsel, who ordered 6 investigations into Hillary's time at the Department of State. Tell me about, I believe it was an April meeting where Hillary knew that they were behind her legal troubles, and what did she, Hillary, say to the president?
Well, she asked for a private meeting with the president, knowing that many of these leaks came from the White House. Went to the White House. They kept her waiting for about a half an hour. Finally, she was ushered into the Oval Office. Valerie Jarrett and the president were there. Hillary tried to convince the president to call off all these investigations. He pretended like he didn't even know what she was talking about. And finally, she blew up and said, what I want you to do is call off your effing dogs, Barack.
She said that to the president.
To the president. Now, I would not have printed that if I had only one source, because it's, you know, kind of unbelievable. I had 2 separate sources from the Valerie Jarrett camp and from the Hillary Clinton camp who confirmed the exact wording of what she said.
Wow, oh, wow. If Hillary Clinton is indicted, would the president pardon her?
They've discussed that. Valerie and Michelle Obama, who's, by the way, in a lot of these meetings. He's reluctant to do it because he really does not like the Clintons. But who knows? Maybe he will do it if she's indicted, and I think there's a very good chance she will be indicted.
You're not the only one who feels that way. Hillary Clinton had a secret facelift at her house in New York.
She didn't want to do it, but she did it at the behest of Bill, who said, you know, you're kind of sagging a little bit. You're going to be 76.
Why didn't she go into a hospital?
She was concerned that if she did, everybody has an iPhone these days, and that people would catch her in the hospital, and these photographs would be published. So she did it in secret, with the Secret Service not letting anybody in. They set up a operating room in one of her rooms in Chappaqua and operated on her.
You mentioned Bill. He suggested that she do that. Just out of curiosity, don't know if he was there that day. How much time do they spend together?
I can tell you what he tells the interns at the Clinton Library in Little Rock when they get together. He says, I'd like to spend as little time with Hillary as possible.
Why?
Well, because they have no relationship other than politics. It's a total business relationship.
So if she were elected president, would he live in the White House with her?
He's told his chief legal advisor that he has no intention of becoming first gentleman and becoming like a first lady and living in the White House and doing all those social things. He's going to continue, he hopes, with his current life of flying around in private jets with bevies of beautiful girls, raising money from foreign donations. I'm not sure he can get away with it if she's president, though.
The new book, it's just out this week. It's called Unlikable, The Problem with Hillary. Ed Klein, who used to be with Newsweek, was the editor of the New York Times Magazine. Ed, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right.